Greetings of the day, children. I hope you all are doing very well, children. So here you all are invited for the virtual session of science. I hope you all are maintaining your notebook. Just a gentle reminder to everyone here. So let us begin with the session, and here you will continue with the topic which we were doing in the previous session, that is water. I hope you all have taken down all the points discussed for the chapter, and since we have discussed almost all the concepts, we have touched upon all the concepts, we have learned in details all the concepts related to water. So here we are doing, in today's session we will do NCERT exercise, and as a regular practice you all know this is the textual question answers given at the end of the chapter, and you have to take down this in your notebook. So please do write all the question and answers in your notebook for this textual exercise, that is NCERT. And we will begin. Let us see. Exercise question here. Question 1. Filling the blanks. We have to fill up the blanks in the following. First one. The process of changing of water into its vapor is called dash. You all know the answer. So you have to write the statement along with the answer. So write the statement and underline the answer. So the answer is evaporation. Next, the process of changing water vapor into water is called dash. So you all know the process, that is condensation. So please do write along with the statement, children. And please do not write in the textbook. You have to write all this in your notebook for your portfolio assessment. So in your portfolio assessment, you need to have all the objective question answers also in your notebook, not in the textbook, please. Now the third one over here, no rainfall for a year or more may lead to dash in that region. So you have seen the deficient rainfall, what happened when there is a scarcity of rainfall, or when there is a low rainfall, that is called as drought. Excessive rains may cause dash, that is very simple, that is floods. So you have to write down this filling the blanks along with the statements, underline the correct answer. We'll go for next question number 2. State for each of the following whether it is due to evaporation or condensation. So you have to state for each of the following whether it is due to evaporation or condensation. You need to find out that. Let us see. Since you have learned that concept is clear. Evaporation concept is clear. Condensation concept is clear. So just need to find out the related concept over here. You just have to relate to the concept over here. First one, let us see. Water drops appear on the outer surface of a glass containing cold water. So what happened? Why water drops appear on the surface? It is not due to water coming out from the glass. It is due to the condensation of water vapor which is present in the air when it comes in contact with the cold surface, that is glass. It gets condenses and then water droplet is formed. So the process over here will be condensation. I hope that is clear. So it is not due to the water which is there in the glass is moving out of the glass or is sipping out of the glass. It is due to the condensation of the water vapor in the air which comes in contact with the cold surface of the glass and get condenses, and that condensation give rise to water droplets on the surface of the glass. I hope that is clear. So now next point over here, write the statement and the answer below. The next question here, steam rising from wet clothes while they are ironed. So it's very simple. When you are ironing clothes, due to heat, the water in the the moisture present in the clothes will get evaporated. So the process over here is evaporation. Next one, fog appearing on cold winter morning. So why fog appears? Because of some kind of impurities in the air, some dust particle in the air. So that get condenses along with the water vapor. So that process is due to condensation. That gives rise to fog. Next, Blackboard dries up after wiping it. So when you wipe it with water, with wet clothes, and it becomes dry after some time because of evaporation. Very simple. Steam rising from a hot girdle when water is sprinkled on it. So that is also due to evaporation process. I hope these concepts clear with you all. These are some of the observation in a day-to-day life, and it is related to the process of evaporation and condensation. Next you have question number 3. Which of the following statements are true? Let us see. Water vapor is present in air only during the monsoon. So is it so? Let us see. False. So you have to write the statement, and please write true or false along with the statement. So water vapor is present in the air every time. It is not only during monsoon. It is there in the air. Whether it is monsoon, it is summer, or it is winter, some amount of water is there in the form of water vapor. So water is there in the form of water vapor in the air. We will go for question number 2. Water evaporates into air from oceans, rivers and lakes, but not from the soil. Is it so? Soil will have some water content, some amount of moisture, and due to heat that also get evaporated. So this statement again false. Third one, the process of water changing into its vapor is called evaporation. So when water changes its state into gaseous state due to heat, that becomes water vapor, and this process is called as evaporation. That is true. Then we'll go for question number 4. The evaporation of water takes place only in sunlight. So only sunlight required over here. False. A little amount of heat there in the atmosphere, even if sun does not appear and this amount of temperature is there, due to the room temperature, the evaporation of water will take place. So the statement D is over here false. Next, water vapor condenses to form tiny droplets of water in the upper layers of air where it is cooler. So water vapor definitely will get condenses into tiny droplets of water when it goes to colder region, that means in the colder atmosphere. So that process is called as condensation of water vapor, and that is true. So please do write all the statement along with true or false. I hope that question number 3 is clear with you all. We'll go for question number 4. Suppose you want to dry your school uniform quickly. Would spreading it near an angeti or heater help? If yes, how? So when you keep it next to angeti is like a kind of a, you can think of a heater or ancient time like a stove, or a heater will help. Let us see. Spreading uniform near an angeti or a heater will help because it increases the rate of evaporation due to heat. So when the good amount of heat, evaporation will be faster because water molecules will evaporate faster in the presence of heat. It will rise easily with the help of heat. So this will help. Please write down this. Then question number 5. Take out a cooled bottle of water from refrigerator and keep it on a table. After some time you notice a droplets of water around it. Why? And as I have already explained you all this, because the surface of the air around the bottle cool down and air condenses around the bottle. So it is this condensation of the water vapor present in the air when it comes in contact on the colder surface, and that's condensation of water vapor forms tiny droplets of water. I hope this is very clear. We will go for question number 6. To clean their spectacles, people often breathe out on glasses to make them wet. Explain why the glasses becomes wet. This is a very common observation in your day-to-day life. You must have seen this, children. So what happened? Air coming out from mouth when you're breathing out. So the air comes out from the mouth, cool down on the surface of the glass, and it will form water droplets, or some moisture will be formed on the glass. the glass becomes wet and becomes easier to clean. So this is how spectacles can be cleaned. I hope this you must have noticed in your day-to-day life, children. Question number 7. How are clouds formed? This process I think you will have done in the previous session. You must have taken down notes. You just have to write in the form of the answer over here. So the process of condensation plays an important role in bringing water back to the surface of the earth. As we go higher from the surface of the earth, it gets cooler. When the air moves up, it gets cooler and cooler. At the sufficient heights, the air becomes so cool that the water vapor present in it condenses to form tiny drops of water called droplets. It is these tiny droplets that remain floating in the air and appear to us like clouds. So this is how the process of condensation plays a very important role in the formation of water droplets, and that appears a large number of water droplets together forms a cloud. This concept was explained in the previous session, children. You just have to put in the form of the answer over here. We have to go for question number 8 now. Let us see, when does a drought occur? You also know the condition of the drought, which is already discussed. So you just have to put in the form of answer over here. If it does not rain for 2 or more years, water is lost from the soil due to evaporation and transpiration process. You all know the process. Transpiration is evaporation of water from the leaves, from the trees, from the plants, and the excess of water is given out from the leaves. This dries up the soil, and the water in the ponds and the lakes are dried up, leading to drought condition. And you have seen a picture on the drought condition, how the ground becomes cracky and or the complete loss of water due to evaporation. And this condition where you have water scarcity due to low rainfall or no rainfall at all for years together, that area becomes drought prone, and it is very dangerous to life, where plants and animals and humans cannot survive without water, as you all know. So I hope this answer is very clear with you all, children. So here we come to an end of the session, children, where we finish NCERT exercise question and answer. I hope all the concept recap, we have done the recap through question and answers, and those were all simple concepts which we have already learned. So please write down all the question answers in your notebook, children. Just a gentle reminder to everyone here. Thank you, children, and have a wonderful day.